play here.
Yo, listen, pump it in your system, pump it in your system. Everybody will get it poppin', we gon' keep it rockin'.
Power 95, where music lives. The views expressed in the following program aren't necessarily those of Power 95. Ladies Room. Come see you compliments. Renwick Thompson and Company Limited. Agents for Western Union.
2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6.
Education multiplies their chances and places the world of opportunity in their hands. No matter where they are in the world, make sure they're prepared for their journey back to school with Western Union. School fees, books, room and board, whatever the reason. Knowledge, independence, opportunity. Western Union, moving money for better.
And we're up and running one more time. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. I hope everyone had a good night. Powered up and ready to go on this Tuesday, May 23rd. Good morning, ladies and problems. Y'all good? Yo, looking at the calendar. The minute June hits, it's a wrap. Something every weekend all the way back to Carnival. So, you're outside. Good morning, Marianne. Good morning, Jane. Good morning, Rita. Hey, Crony, wait, come on. I ain't see you for the past couple of days. Good morning, Isha. How you pronounce it? Because I know somebody's who spelled the same and it's Isha, and I know somebody else and it's Aisha. Morning, Christelle. I don't know what's going on with my eyes. Turn my glasses. Don't mess with me. Morning, Valerie. Morning, Janelle. How are thou? Morning, Marishan. Terrence Wells. Good morning, Queen Bee. JJ, good morning. Race break June 3rd. Be outside. But for real, from now until there's something happening every weekend. Good morning, Barbie Abigail Bennett. Hope you're good. I hope everybody's doing all up and running for another day. Valerie Ross, good morning. Did I say hi to you already? Did you guys share the live already? What's going on? Y'all ain't got a notification yet. That's a brand new one from, according to the man who did the promo some time ago, from Little Natty and Thunder. Yeah, that's one from Little Natty and Thunder. Brand new one for Carnival. What's going on? Why am I hearing two things? You gonna jump here today? Yeah. What's going on with the live this morning? Where is what's her face? Yeah, where's Shantae this morning? She's the sheriff. I was about to ask for her. Where's Shantae this morning? Somebody tag very busy on the I don't know. She's saying she can't view. She's asking, is it she alone that can't view ladies' room? What's going on? Y'all aren't seeing? I'm seeing. Morning, Shireen. She just tagged me in a post saying that she can't. Is there a problem? She's saying she can't get it because normally by this time the numbers are up. So I think there might be a problem. Hold on. Let me just check. You guys are seeing, so I'm not sure. Maybe she did not get the notification. Morning, Dwight. Morning, Jennifer. they're seeing, I don't know what's going on with her, but she's saying that it's saying, hold on, it's saying watch isn't available right now. That may be because of a technical error. Probably need to refresh. So maybe you need to refresh, because everybody else seems to be okay. You're seeing Marishan. Morning, Wendy. Hey, Myrtle, how are you? Yeah. Anyways, we seem to be okay. So maybe the problem is on your end. You probably need to refresh your page or something, but everybody else seems to be okay. YouTube, are you okay? On those of you listening via radio, are you hearing me loud and clear? Anyways, what is she asking? I don't know, maybe it's on your end. Thank you, Wendy. It's a dress. Hold on, let me just. What's going on with this thing? Now my page isn't loading. Okay, I got it. Alright, so she'll have to catch up at some point because the regular seems to be okay. I don't know what's going on. Julianne, for those of you who don't get a notification, what you need to do, right, is to go on the page itself, on the live, and you would see 3. Hold on, make sure I'm giving you the correct information. Yeah, so you'll see 3 dots. All right, 3 dots on the right side, and it will tell you to turn on notifications. Sometimes it's turned off, so you need to turn it on. I don't know why it's doing that lately, but you need to go there manually, click the 3 dots, and turn it on so you'll be notified when we go live. Other than that, you have to check. Sam Jim, good morning. You all is well? Good morning, Glendolyn. It's probably your internet, so you need to sort it out. So, morning, Tarina. I don't know why people. I don't know why people even come to y'all for advice or help. I had two situations this morning. One obviously is not for radio because of the descriptive words used, so y'all can gallop under it on Facebook. But somebody coming with a genuine concern, and y'all take everything and turn it into manje puppet. I don't know why people take us seriously on this app, I swear. Imagine somebody having a genuine concern about their bedroom issues. And for those of you who are actively engaged in those practices, instead of recommending or reassuring the young lady that that is okay or normal or it's not, y'all take the whole thing and go left. I combed through the entire 200 plus messages looking for one, not two, one advice that I could relate to her if she's not seeing it. And there was none. 200 and... Hold on. You're not the worst. 223 comments. And not one of substance. Not one to help the young lady figure out what's going on in her bedroom life. Not one. Y'all are the worst. I don't know. I honestly give up. I'm not even trying anymore. Y'all do what all you want. I'll come here and try to give a little as I can, but for the rest of it, China, I know not what is genuine. I know genuine. You do your American version of a genuine. Genuine. So I don't know. Jacqueline, I didn't see you. Good morning, Jackie. Oh, stop. Good morning. I leave it in P2. You see why he does get left? Because I can't take you on. I really can't. I really can't. Anyways. So, according to Sheena, not one genuine response. Not one to assist the young lady in making some sort of decision to move forward. So those of you asking what it is, you'll have to go on my page. Like I said, it's too descriptive. I don't even know how to switch it up to make it radio friendly. It's just too descriptive. It's not morning time friendly. If it was in the night or something, but it's not mid-morning friendly for airplay. So y'all need to go check it on my page and see if you can. Those of you who have not responded as yet, maybe you can give a response that is what in line with what she's looking for, because everybody seems as though want to be on stage this morning. Everybody's doing stand-up comedy this morning. A whole bunch of jokers this morning. 220 something jokers this morning. Not one serious situation, not one serious response to the situation. I can't. I honestly can't. I'm not. Y'all not about to stress me. Moving on. Yesterday, let me just go left for a minute again. Yesterday, I made a post in regards to a response to something that I've been noticing for quite a while. A couple of years, actually. And you sometimes you see it and you're like, it's sort of cringy when you look at it. And that is a particular photographer who takes fake photos of young ladies, and that leaves almost nothing to the imagination. Probably have piece of tape, piece of material or something, and the entire outline. You don't even have to figure out what's there. It's just right there. And one thing I've noticed is that there are pretty young girls. So another one was posted and I sort of saw it and I'm like, no. This is highly uncomfortable and I'm not sure what they're getting out of it. But I think it's a cause for concern. But what bothered me the most is some of the responses, and the majority that was in favor of it, of course, were men. And the general consensus seems to be, well, they're adults, so why take up their issues? Why be concerned about what they're doing? And it kind of made me sad because we take up everything else that's not ours. We take up everything else, everybody else's business issues that's not even our concern. But something that is there in plain view. And I've had to ask the majority of them, now, if that were your daughter, would you be comfortable seeing your daughter like that? And what you have to realize now is that what you put out there, no matter how much you delete, once it's there, it's there. You can't delete it off the internet. There's somebody who already saved it or screenshot it or whatever the case might be. And what I realize is that a lot of business owners, managers, etc., when you come in for an interview for a job, they're not only interviewing you and, reading your resume, they're also tracking your social media presence, whatever footprints you've left. So imagine you're going to hire somebody, a young person, to represent your company, and you're seeing this person, boom, right there, nothing left to the imagination. Now there's art and there's, creativity and being artistic, and you look at something and it draws you in because you see something that makes your mind go, oh, I wonder what they're trying to portray here. Like you look at a picture, sometimes you see paintings and you just see color splash on it. And people are just saying, well, I don't see anything, there's just color splash. But when you really look at it, sometimes you can read more into it. You can sit there and just stare at this painting for hours trying to figure out what was in the mind of the painter. What is he trying to say? What messages are you trying to convey? And you don't just see the color splash, but there's some deeper meaning to it. But you look at these photos and there's no deeper meaning. And, you know, somebody making a point, a gentleman made a point, and he was sort of making references to role models. And I had to remind him, this is something that I constantly say. I am not here to be anybody's role model except my own, and I don't want nobody to use me as a reference for a role model. The people you're supposed to look up to and for, first and foremost, are your parents. These are supposed to be the first point of reference where any sort of role modeling will take place. So they are the ones that are supposed to be showing you a good examples, setting you straight, being, you know, somebody that you can look up to and say, you know what, I want to be like my mom or my dad. I don't ever want them to say I want to be like Aruna, I want to be like Rihanna. No, that's not my responsibility, and I decline any offerings to accept that responsibility. No, thank you. I have issues policing my own self and being my own role model. I don't have the time and energy to be nobody else's role model, and I don't want to be. We should all aspire to be the best version of ourselves, not of or like somebody else. It should be you wanting to do well for yourself, be better for yourself, and not because somebody else. No. You might like a person on the way they might dress or they might look or whatever, but I don't ever want to be a role model to anybody's child. That is not my responsibility. That is your responsibility as a parent. You're the first point of contact. You're the one they spend more time with. You're supposed to be the ones setting them straight, correcting them, helping them, nurturing them into good humans. That's not my responsibility. Hello. So you basically putting that responsibility onto somebody else. And no, don't look up to anybody else. That is why it's important to have your parents involved in your children's lives. That is why it's important to have fathers present in their daughters' and sons' lives, so they have a balanced, well nurtured upbringing. Unfortunately, it's not that way. Most of the time, it's the moms who have to struggle, to make sure that their children eat, go to school, have all they need, and still parent. It's a tough job, but they try. So for people to sit back and make excuses, and sometimes it's just the blatant hypocrisy that's bothersome, because these are the same people who have issues with certain mass bands because too much nudity and revealing too much. But in the same breath, you're saying that a young lady wrapped in a sheer covering with her entire body exposed, she's an adult, she can do whatever she wants. Doesn't the same apply for grown people who are going to buy their costumes with their money? I don't get y'all sometimes. How is that artistic, but the other end is nudity? Your private parts are covered. There's no covering. Now, I'll be okay if they're wearing some sort of nude or skin tone body wear, swimwear, underwear, but there's nowhere, nothing, nada, zilch. David, I am not sure what you're talking about, but I'm not sure what that have to do with the conversation, but the point remains, as Sheena says, they understand that they are adults and can do as they wish. However, once you put it out in the public can't comment and scrutinize. Where are the positive reviews from these aspiring models? Where are the testimonies that this is a legitimate path that has helped with their modeling careers? And that right there is my concern. I've not seen any of them gone to any big stage. I've not seen them in any prestigious magazine. I've not seen them, nothing, just a couple pictures of them on social media, which gets very unflattering reviews, might I add. So I don't understand what is the end result. Gareth, I understand your opinion, but on ethical behavior standards might be subjective. We see the local debate about pretty mass females being unethical for dressing in little to nothing, covering their private parts, and some don't see it as nothing. Don't get me wrong, though, I'm no way defending him, but I assume that those females are sound-minded when agreeing. It's nothing to do with sound-minded, because like I told the person, even we as older adults mess up and make mistakes and make decisions and choices that are, you know, for want of a better word, not kosher. So what makes you think young, impressionable? We were all young once, and you know how easy it is if you're not grounded properly to fall for anything that promises you fame, money, spotlight. It is easy if somebody comes to you and promising you that you'll be on the cover of Elle magazine and Vogue, and they know and they have connections and they can get you to the United States or wherever to model on big stage. Of course, if you're not very smart and astute, you will fall for those things. The promise of money and fame makes even older people than these young girls fall for it. So we can't just be, subjective, they're adults. They're very young adults. 18, 19, 20, 21. Some of them could hardly even take care of themselves properly. So if you have adults in 30s, 40s, 50s doing and making mistakes and gets a pass, why we going to use, they're adults and supposed to know? We're adults too and we don't know. Sometimes we ought to know better and we don't. We too mess up. So I'm not even looking at, they're adults and supposed to know better. You have to understand young minds are impressionable. It's easy to influence them. That is why predators prey on young people. Young women, young boys, because it's easier to persuade them because they don't have the experience, they don't understand how life works, they don't understand that all of this is not goal, they don't understand that sometimes what these people are saying is not what's going to happen. They don't. All they see is a chance, probably living in some sort of, vulnerable position, and this is an opportunity for me to get out of the life I'm living and travel and do all sorts of things. Really, Janelle? We can't be naive, because if that is the case, when I reached out to, the gentleman reached out to me and was trying to explain, but when he realized I wasn't buying, he did not even bother to respond to the other questions I asked, because he basically said that the reason these images were made as part of a training program. So I asked him, I said, Mister, you really think I born in Bajo or born yesterday or fall from the sky or come out in a coconut? He asked me what I meant. I'm like, because I'm not buying this issue you're trying to sell to me. You're saying these images were part of a training program that has been around for quite a few years called Blowing in the Wind. He says the primary purpose is to allow them to experience how it is to move and feel, to show emotions. The reason there are no clothes is only to eliminate straps and distractions like that. So I had to inform the gentleman that I'm not one of those young ladies. I am 40 plus and I know enough to know that what you're telling me here, that and salt, ain't making sense. So I said to him, okay, there are very light materials that you can wear that if you want them to know how to move and feel, like a little bikini, a light little crop top or something. It doesn't have to be a big heavy dress like in the 60s and 40s and the Victorian times with corsets and all of that. They're very light, especially when you're going to how you call those things when models go with their portfolio to audition for gigs or what have you. They wear this very, very light body suit. Very light bodysuit. So I'm like, why can't they wear those? But so if it's a training program, why are the pictures being posted? Shouldn't it be used behind the scenes to show them where they're going right or wrong? Why are they posted on your website? Why are they posted on social media? If it's supposed to be, if they're part of a training program. They are blowing in the wind. So the images were made a part of a training program that has been around for quite a few years, he says, called Blowing in the Wind. And the primary purpose is to allow them to experience how it is to move and feel, to show emotions, etc. And the reason that there are no clothes is to eliminate straps and distractions. And the cow jumped over the moon. I suspect I probably fell from the sky. Seriously. And we don't see that as a problem. Now, if we're to turn a blind eye to everything and conveniently choose what is our business and what is not our business, then I don't know. I don't know. He's asking me if I don't see anything there that is art. I'm like, nope. I looked very hard, and there was nothing. You see no art? I ain't see no art. Maybe I don't have an eye for art, but I ain't see it. But my point remains, it does not look good. It's not flattering. There's nothing, there's no art about it. It's distasteful. And there seems to be a particular trend in terms of the young ladies. Very, very young ladies. It's not a good look. So I hope we can see more of that art, but with more taste in the future. Because it's been around for quite a while. And then we would see, because a lot of the times if you look at the comments, most people don't even be like, nice picture. People are like, huh? What? There is hardly anybody saying they like it. Maybe one or two oddballs, but very few likes. And I'm yet to see, like I said, any one of them leaving our shores and making it to the big stage and walking amongst the best. New York Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week. Yet to see them on all the big designer stages or in a magazine. I'm yet to see it. So for those of you defending that and talking about its art and not seeing anything wrong with it and talking about their adults, there's a couple of you men that I saw responded to that effect, and I'm seriously watching your side eye. Y'all had me like a lot of side eyeing going on. Because there's no way you'll say to me, you'll see your young daughter like that with all her body exposed, everything, leave nothing to the imagination and be okay. Because it's somebody else's child and you're enjoying what you're seeing, it's okay. Again, I say to parents and guardians, the pressure is on, and we have all these social media platforms, the TikToks, the IGs, the Facebook, and as a young woman who's not in control of herself, or her self-esteem isn't all up there, you can be easily influenced, because people seem to be on a hunt for relevance by any means necessary, whether it's through slander, whether it's through being mean, whether it's through putting everything out there. Everybody wants to be seen and noticed. And now you're seeing so many pictures and videos of, women being displayed and, their bodies shown off for whatever reason. It's easy to be influenced. So that is why you have to breathe confidence into your children. You have to inhale and exhale confidence into them. Be the biggest role model. Be their biggest supporter. Be their biggest cheerleader. Tell them that they're beautiful, they're amazing, and they don't necessarily have to hear it from somebody else to feel good. When you hear it from somebody else, it's just like, oh yeah, I know. My mom and dad tells me that every day. So you wouldn't go and fall for all sort of pervs telling you what you never heard and making you feel good, and you're easily influenced. Tell them every day that they're beautiful. They're dressed up and going out. Let them know. Don't wait for somebody else to tell them and to influence them. Sometimes they say, you know what, and it's something I always used to tell my one when the parents used to say, I'm not your little friend. You can be my friend, but with boundaries. We know the order. Your parent, I'm still child. There's still respect. But I still want to be cool with you and be able to talk to you about anything. But the way you're raised is to do as I say, not as I do. I'm parent, you're a child. Go and talk to your little friends and them. No, I want to talk to you. Let them talk to you first, so they wouldn't be influenced by their little friends who will push and peer pressure them into making choices that they shouldn't be making. You be their little friend, but of course maintain the boundaries and the respect. There's okay, I'm still mom, you're still son or daughter. I'm dad, you're still son or daughter. But the relationship we have, you can come to me about anything. It is hard. She just says every day I'm preaching to you all about how hard parenting is, because this is a part of parenting, not just providing food, clothing, and shelter. And unfortunately, a lot of parents seem to think that is all there is to it. Once they provide you with food, clothing, shelter, schooling, tuition, whatever the case might be, their job is complete. But no, it's not. Mentally, emotionally, it's not just preparing them for the world of work, but preparing them for life. And a lot of us weren't prepared for life. We weren't shown. We weren't taught. All we were prepared for was the world of work. Work and pay your bills, but never life. And these are the things you might come across. You might come across people who will try to take advantage of you for whatever reason. Look out for them. Not everything that glitters is gold. Not all the nice talk means that's what it is. Ask questions. Be smart. Don't fall for any and everything you hear. All you get, I'm not your little friend. You're supposed to be your child's little friend. And don't put pressure on the world to be your child's little friend, to mentor and teach your child. I don't want that responsibility. I don't want that responsibility at all. We out here fighting to be our own. You think we have energy and time when you can, of your own free will, and you can help, and you see your child doing something that is not, you correct and guide. But stop putting role model pressure on other people and you're not doing it yourself as a parent. It is hard, and ones may fall short, but you can't do it. You can honestly do it if you put your mind to it. So again, I just want to say to parents and guardians, a lot of the times you're not aware of what your sons and daughters are doing. A lot of the times. Because you give them the smartphones, you give them the tablets, you give them everything. And